Time for sports. Myra's here with the Royals. Prairie Invaders in town tonight.
Prairie Pride, though, AJ. Come on, you've lived there too. With their 7-game win streak, it's been a week of firsts for the Victoria Royals. So why not add another one to the pile? Tonight, the Prince Albert Raiders make their first ever appearance at Save-On Foods Memorial Centre. The Raiders boast the second-best record in the WHL's Eastern Conference and have accomplished something the Red Hot Royals haven't, and that is lock up a playoff spot.
Well, they've been at the top in the other conference all year, right, and leading their division. They've got some high-end skill, and they've played extremely well this year.
I know we got Dakota Conroy on the other side, so I know, but you know, they're a strong team. They're second in the East. Got a couple buddies on the team there from Edmonton, so you know they're a good hockey squad, and you know we're gonna have to stick to our game and you know outwork them.
But they'll have to outwork them without one of their hardest workers. Captain Tyler Stahl has been slapped with an 8-game suspension for last Friday's hit on Vancouver Giants forward Kane Franson. Now, Franson was not injured on the play, but Stahl is considered a repeat offender. This is the 3rd suspension of the season for him after a 6-game ban for a preseason hit versus Kelowna and a 2-game suspension for checking from behind versus Saskatoon in November. 3 suspensions totaling 16 games. Incidentally, happy birthday, Tyler Stahl. He turns 21 today. Well, there are more than just changes in ownership taking place in the Cowichan Valley Capitals organization. Today, the team announced that head coach and general manager Jim Ingram has stepped down. Assistant coach Aaron Plum assumes head coaching duties on an interim basis.
It's been a very difficult year. Jim's family is away in Trail, and he came forward to team management, suggested that perhaps it would be better for the team if he were to step aside and move on. And after a lot of discussion, we decided that, yes, we would accept his resignation.
Aaron Plum, a former Cowichan Valley Capital himself, an original Salmon King, has been promoted to head coach. Ingram was at the helm of the Caps organization for just under 2 years, leading the team to a 36-16-1-7 regular season record in 2011-2012, and his team made the postseason. It was, though, a disappointing first-round exit for the Caps, who were built for a playoff run. They lost in Game 7 to the Surrey Eagles. This season, losing has become the norm. The Caps have just 10 wins to show for. Rebuilding at the Big Stick comes right from the players to the ownership. More changes in personnel will happen in the not-too-distant future, and maintaining some sort of consistency for the remainder of the season is Aaron Plum's top priority.
My main focus right now is nothing changes. You know, obviously we've got to get some wins under our belt, but right now they're still playing for spots this year, and most importantly, they have to realize is that there's going to be some big changes. You know, a team that has 10, 11 wins in a season, there's going to be a lot of roster changes because it's our job to win. So they have to realize that they have to get better and work that much harder to be successful.
The future for the coaching position, there will in all likelihood be a new head coach at the end of this season going into next season. As you know, we have experienced an ownership change. Unfortunately, I'm still not in a position to reveal who that new owner is, as they're involved in some other things. But Aaron, we hope, will be around to stay on the coaching staff as we move forward into next season. That's a decision that he'll have to make.
Aaron Plum's first game as head coach will be this Friday as the Caps visit the Alberni Valley Bulldogs. I will be there along with the CTV promotions team for CTV game night in the Alberni Valley. Well, it has been repeated time and time again that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey. The Vancouver Canucks are proving this theory to be true. 6 games into the season, they've managed to squander a 2-goal lead 3 times. The LA Kings were down 2-0 last night and battled back to beat the Canucks in the shootout. Vancouver managed 3 points in their 3-game California road swing. Their next game is tomorrow when they host the Colorado Avalanche. Well, sticks have been traded in for rackets, ice covered by a hard court. The UBC Arena has been transformed into tennis town for this weekend's Davis Cup tie against Spain. Tennis star Milos Raonic is the headliner for a Canadian team determined to use home court to their advantage.
No, it's an important thing. Rarely do you get a chance to play consecutive, especially if 3 consecutive ties at home, and those are the ones you need to make the most value of. And I think you see it especially well within the Spanish team, what they've done at home. I think you have Fer that hasn't lost at home ever, Rafa who's only lost once, but these guys have showed up so many times when it's been at home.
But neither the world's 4th-seeded Federer nor the 5th-seeded Rafa Nadal will be making the trip to the West Coast. Nadal hasn't played since June due to injury. Federer has simply opted out of the first-round tie with Canada to rest after a long run at the Aussie Open. Well, even without their top talents, Spain is the top-ranked tennis nation, and they will be tough to beat. The team of Raonic, Vasek Pospisil, as well as doubles partners Frank Dancevic and Daniel Nestor will need to be at their best if they want to upset España.
I think you look at the guys they brought, they're still all experienced guys, and they know how to play in these situations, and Spain as a country knows how to win in Davis Cup, so it's still a very tough situation.
History will be made this weekend in New Orleans as the Baltimore Ravens clash with the San Francisco 49ers for Super Bowl supremacy. But the Tuesday before the big game, the media is let loose on the players. Yes, Media Day is a true media circus, a reporter's playground for one day, where they'll dress in costumes, ask ridiculous questions that we dare not ask during the regular season. Even a marriage proposal or two have spewed from the lips of reporters during media days of the past. Tom Brady, Super Bowl 42. Baltimore Ravens linebacker Ray Lewis was in the camera's crosshairs today after Sports Illustrated reported that Lewis used a banned substance to aid his recovery from a torn tricep. All fun and games at Media Day until you accuse Ray of using deer antler spray.
I've been in this business 17 years. Every test I've ever took in the NFL, there's never been a question if I've ever even thought about using anything. So to even entertain stupidity like that, tell him to go try to get his story off somebody else.
Deer antler spray, just when you thought it was a household cleaner.
He was pretty calm there.
I know, I was kind of losing it on the reporters, but...
Thanks, Myra.
You're
Looking
welcome.
forward to Super Bowl.
Chick Bowl at my house.
Always.
You can't come.
I won't. Stay with us. Adam has your arts and lifestyle report coming up next.